A KXLY4 update on Idaho Senator Larry Craig's attempt to get a guilty plea overturned. Tomorrow, attorneys for Craig head to a Minnesota courtroom in the hopes of being able to withdraw Craig's guilty plea nearly 6 weeks after the senator's conviction. Craig pleaded guilty to a disorderly conduct charge after his arrest during an undercover sting in an airport restroom. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey is with us live now. Jeff, local defense attorneys say the senator has at least a fighting chance of winning this motion.
Robin, because of the senator's experience with the law, no one we talked with at the courthouse today thinks that Larry Craig deserves the luxury of withdrawing his plea. However, because the senator entered the agreement without the benefit of a judge or lawyer, Craig could still have a chance to take it all back.
To count 1, attempted second-degree robbery. What is your plea?
This Spokane woman is pleading guilty, but before she was allowed to enter her agreement, the court wanted to make sure that she knew exactly what she was doing.
Are you offering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, I am.
Has anyone issued any threat of harm to you or anyone else?
No, Your Honor.
The line of questioning can stretch on for several minutes, a dialogue about a decision where there are no do-overs.
The judge will go through the rights and make sure that the defendant understands that they are giving up rights by entering into the contract with the state and entering a guilty plea.
In the senator's case, Craig entered his guilty plea in a written statement. Craig signed off on 13 different points, including, "I now make no claim that I am innocent of the charge to which I am entering a plea of guilty." However, defense attorneys say because Craig wasn't represented by a lawyer, his plea may not be binding.
In this case, where he signed a guilty plea form and sent it back to the court, there was never any evaluation of the propriety of his plea being entered. So that's how I would attack it.
Defense attorneys say Craig could also challenge his case was never heard by a judge. In fact, in Craig's motion, he now claims the plea was not knowingly and understandingly made. That legal about-face is one reason why Spokane prosecutors won't accept a plea unless it's made in open court.
But at the same time, I've read the language of the agreement that you have in front of you, and it appears that the language is pretty straightforward and difficult for someone to misinterpret.
So if Craig is successful in withdrawing his plea tomorrow, he could still be in some legal hot water. The state would simply likely reinstate tougher original charges against him and then be forced to take a U.S. senator to trial. Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.